Hey, how are you YouTube? Today we're gonna have a full build of the Meus Racing TRX4M RIPPER. My name is Santiago Salinas and this is the Stuff RC. Please subscribe. For today's video, my friend of Meus Racing has provided me with a lot of goodies. Number one, of course, the RIPPER for the TRX4M platform. Then there's a few sets. The first one, I'm gonna call it the steering set, that it comes with a cordless servo, servo horn, and servo mount. The next one is the transmission set, that it comes with a full transmission, upgraded motor, and a skid plate. Then the suspension set, I'm gonna call it in that way, is chocks, links, and drive shafts, wheels and tires, and this one that I'm super curious about, that are portal axles. These are fully assembly portal axles, so they come with everything you need. Then some lights. And finally, I'm gonna pair it with the Micro Komodo, the Furitek Micro Komodo, and Lizard Pro. So let's do it and let's put everything together. So let's start with the RIPPER. Let's see what is inside. Inside the bag, you will find number one, something super important, the instruction manual of how to put together everything. Number two, the skeleton of the cage, a battery tray, a battery strap, the interior of the truck, some lateral panels, two different kind of hoods, because they are giving you the option to go for a Toyota Land Cruiser style or a Jeep Wrangler style. Inside of this bag, you will find two grills too, of course, depending on what style you want is the grill you will use. The shock towers, bumpers, steering links, and the necessary hardware to put everything together. And finally, some stickers of Meus Racing and some stickers for the lateral panels and the hood. So let's start put everything together. Oh, I almost forgot. They also give you the necessary screwdriver to put everything together. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, let's do it. You know what? Let's add some color to this truck. I think I'm gonna go for the Land Cruiser style. So my plan is to paint all these panels, this one, and this one yellow. And let's see what is the end result. Okay guys, now that I give some love to these panels, and actually I'm pretty happy with the end result. I decided to go for yellow to have a great contrast with this black cage, and I weathered a little bit all the panels, as you can see. I use Furitek paint for this. So I also paint this one. I really like the end result. Look, pretty nice. So now let's put everything together. A quick advice, these things require plenty of screws, so you will have 3 different lengths, so just try to put each length together in order to make it faster. So let's start with the shock towers. You receive 4 shock towers, of course. So the ones that look like a triangle, these are the front towers, and the other ones are the rear towers. So let's put them together. Okay guys, actually it took me a while to figure out how to install the shock towers. So number one, take a look on this, because this is the way you have to install them. First, the front towers actually goes on the inner part of the frame, and the rear towers goes to the outer part of the frame, meaning you have to install it from here to here, and this one from here to here. And after that, it's pretty easy. I mean, you just have to screw it. I would recommend to put some super glue or something like that in these screws, just to make sure that they won't fall or they will damage the actual nylon of this cage. So step one is done. Tower shocks are installed, and let's move forward. Okay, let's go to the step 2. That pretty much is to install the battery tray, the seats, this front frame, I'm gonna call it right like that, and this grill right here. Okay, let's move forward. So step 2 is done and everything lined up perfectly. I really like this cage and the cabin looks great, by the way. My only complaint about this kit are the long screws that are provided with it, the 8mm ones. Those are not the best ones, so I decided to use my own. And once you use good screws, everything is fairly easy to put together. So let's move forward to the next step. So for the step number 3, we're gonna install the lateral panels and the roof. So step 3 actually is already done. As you can notice, I forgot to paint the roof. And I don't know, maybe I'm gonna leave it like that. We'll see. And for the 4th one, I'm supposed to install the hood. I already did that, and the grill and the bumpers. Okay, let's do it. And it is done, guys. I really like this cage. Really cool. So my only comments are the ones I already gave you about the screws, and that the lateral panels doesn't lay flat against the frame right here on the rear part of the truck. Besides that, it is great. I mean, really cool cage. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the roof in yellow too, and also right here the grill, or I will say the frame of the grill, because I don't like the way it looks in black. So after I finish that, we will continue with the project, guys. Let's do it. Okay, cage is done. So what is gonna happen is that I'm gonna put everything together, and by everything means axles, skid plate, transmission and motor, shocks and links, and finally steering servo. And once the whole assembly is together, I'm gonna proceed to install it on the cage. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's start with the transmission. This particular kit's part number X003WBRXKP comes with everything you need. The kit will provide you with a carbon fiber battery tray that I won't use because the RIPPER already has one, a battery strap, a really nice skid plate. I really like it. Great machining, great color. I really love these arrows right here that are engraved. Then reduced transmission. I really like the housing, really cool, great machining again, great color. Inside there, the gears are made from steel. That's a huge plus. And then we are getting a 180/87 turns brushed motor. This is a great motor, by the way, and I really like that it's a reduced transmission, and that way you will have a smoother performance on the TRX4M. And finally, you are getting the necessary hardware to install them. Even though this motor is an upgrade compared with the stock one, for this particular project, I decided to go for the Furitek Komodo paired with the Furitek Lizard Pro. I think this will be a great match with this whole setting. Okay, let's proceed and let's remove this motor and install these babies. So if you're interested in this particular setting, the part number is the FUR2260. So let's open it and let's see what is inside. Every time I open one of these Furitek settings, it's just a wow. So with the Stinger setting, we are receiving the Micro Komodo. The Micro Komodo is 3,450 kVs. This is a 12-pole motor, so this guarantee you a extremely smooth performance. Just to you to compare and to dimension how tiny this is, just take a look on the motor that comes with the Meus kit. So this is just amazing how much space it will save you. Attached to the motor, they are also giving us an 11-teeth motor pinion, and this tiny plate right here, that this is the one you need to be able to install this motor to the TRX4M transmission. Another thing I forgot to mention is that this beauty can run in 2 and 3S, so that is spectacular. So let's jump to the ESC. With the Stinger setting, we are receiving a Lizard Pro, Furitek Lizard Pro, and this is a powerhouse. Number one, it can run brushless and brushed settings, and that's just spectacular because if you want to keep like the stock motor, you have to buy one of these ESCs and you will see the difference. It's spectacular. So the other nice thing that you are receiving with this, as it comes with the FOC technology from Furitek, that pretty much it adjusts the torque based on the load that the transmission is having. So the wheels never stop. So this is that the technology for rock crawling is just spectacular. Then it comes with a built-in Bluetooth module that pretty much allows you to use the Furitek app, and then you can play with all the settings of this baby. We will walk through that in a few minutes. Then it comes with a VSC that can deliver 5 volts or 6.5 volts. That is pretty powerful for something this small. And finally, it can deliver up to 70 amps of current, which is great. Another thing is that none of this, neither the ESC or the Micro Komodo, is waterproof, so you won't be able to run it in water. So it's something that you have to keep in mind. And besides that, I think this is it that I have to mention for these two beauties of the technology, of the modern technology. So, one more thing, and of course it comes with the TRX4M proprietary plug, and so you can use the stock battery for this. So let's move forward and let's install this baby on this transmission. So I want to make a stop here. Here you can see that you have steel gears, and what I really love is that actually they are giving you bearings. So it's so great to see that. I'm gonna add a little bit of grease here because I think it's a little bit dry, but I truly love to see that. Look at this. This is a really nice setting. So let me go for some grease, and then we can continue with this. Another quick stop. Also with the Furitek setting, they are giving us the necessary hardware to install the motor. And it is done. It's pretty straightforward. So the motor is there, everything runs as it should. The only consideration is, guys, that make sure that this wire actually is going to the upper part of the truck, because if not, it won't fit. As you can see, this goes right here, and so if you put it facing down, it will be in trouble. And it is done. Really nice. I like it. Okay, let's move forward with the axles. So here are the axles. I'm super excited to see how these ones perform. So the part number is the X003 UT 84J. So let's see what is inside. So these are a really nice portal axles. So Meus Racing did a great job with them. So they are giving us aluminum axle housings, brass C-hubs right here, brass steering knuckles, brass portal covers, brass diff covers. So this is pretty heavy. We will see how much they weigh. Besides that, they are giving us universals right here in steel shafts and steel gears on the portals. So they are also, this particular setting also comes with a 25% gear reduction. So we will get a really smooth performance from these axles. I hope the performance is great. I have great expectations from them. Also, they are giving us brass wheel nuts. And finally, they are giving us an horizontal servo mount that is great, but also these axles will support like the vertical servo mount that actually comes with the stock truck. So this is great. I mean, these are pretty complete setting. I really like it. So let's see how heavy they are. So we have 109 grams, I want to say 110 on the front, and we have 70 on the back. So I will say that around 2/3 of the weight are on the front and 1/3 of the weight are on the back, which is great. That's a really good relation. So just for comparison purposes, I will show you how much I have this the stock axle housings. They already have an aluminum diff cover and brass C-hubs here, but still it's just for comparison purposes. It's 30 grams compared with 180. Okay, let's move forward with this. Remember that the screws will go metal to metal, so my recommendation is to use some thread locker in order to make sure that any of these screws will get loose and pretty much you will lose it. Oops, okay. I almost forgot. With the axles, you are also receiving the steering links that you need to put it together, as well as the end rods and the pivot bolts that they will require. Okay, let's move forward with the project. Next step will be the steering servo, and this is a high torque servo. The part number is the X003 XRIKEL. So let's see what is inside. Inside this kit, you will find the actual servo in a really nice package, I will say. Wow, take a look on this servo. It's beautiful. It's massive too. This is a cordless servo and it will deliver 8.8 kilograms of torque. It comes in an aluminum housing, I will say, and it looks just great. Let's see, let's try to pull it out. So I hope it performs the same way it looks. So nice, so massive. Look, they put a lot of thoughts in the way they have to market in the Meus Racing. I just love their designs. Really cool. Great job here, guys. So besides that, you will receive another steering link. We already have one, as you know, that it came with the axles. We are receiving a brass servo mount that is adjustable. So in this case, the servo mount comes with these two towers, so these two small metal pieces, so you can adjust them. You can put them in wherever position you want. So it will give you 3.5 millimeters of adjustment, if I'm not wrong. Definitely, I will go for this one instead of the aluminum one that came with the axles. This is great. And finally, we are receiving an aluminum servo horn. It looks cool, right? Oh, and of course, the necessary hardware to install it. Really nice kit. I'm pretty pleased. Okay, let's move forward to installing it. Here is something important to mention. These two links are the ones that comes with the servo set. So these are meant to be used in the TRX4M platform and they will fit perfectly. However, they cannot be used in the portal axle, in the Meus portal axles. Why? Because as you can see, the length of the steering link is shorter. So in order to be able to use these axles, you have to use the steering links that are included with them. So let's continue with the building. Keep that in mind. So here are the 3 steering links that comes with the axles. The reason why you have 3 is because the axles are capable to be used with a vertical servo, with an horizontal servo. In this case, we are already installed it in an horizontal position, so this is the one we're going to use. It is done. So everything fit perfectly. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm really happy with the end result. It looks great. But in general, I'm super happy with it. I truly like these portal axles. I mean, they look amazing. I mean, and this servo looks spectacular. Really, really nice. I really like it. So let's move forward now with the suspension set, I'm gonna call it. The part number is the X003W9X5U9. Let's see what is inside of this. Inside the bag, we will find a set of chocks. These are 50.5 millimeter chocks, so I think it's the same length as the stock ones. Then a set of high clearance links. These are made from stainless steel. Pretty nice, like the ones we find in the portal axles. And finally, stainless steel drive shafts. These ones look pretty cool. I really like them. So let's open these babies and let's start put everything together. I will start with the high clearance links. So in their assembly, something that I have to mention is that these end rods actually are curved end rods, meaning that they have like, I would say maybe, normally there is like a 6 degrees of inclination. So as you can see, this is the way you have to install them. With one on this side and the other one on this one. The rear axle also allows you to use 2 different positions. You see, you can decide between these 2. I decided to go with the lower position on the rear. Okay, links installed. So now let's go with the drive shafts. Let's see. So these are really nice drive shafts. So they come with universals. Once again, Meus Racing is engraved on them. Really, really nice. And these are extendable drive shafts. So you have plenty of I would say, space or to play with them. Okay, let's install them. This particular set comes with the drive shafts, of course, both of them, the rear and the front one. The necessary screws to install them. Let's do it. Let's install them. Now that everything is installed, I think it's time to mount these babies on the cage. So let's do it. So guys, I made a mistake and installed the drive shaft in the wrong position. So now they are fixed. The short one goes right here, toward to the Meus logo, and the long one goes right here. Okay, now let's put everything together. And it is done. I would say it was a pretty straightforward process. The only thing that it was quite hard for me was to be able to screw these upper links right here. Those were quite tough, but besides that, everything was pretty easy. And what I really like, I don't know if you are able to see, is that you have plenty of room right here for your electronics. That's great. So let's move forward with the chocks. So let's see what is inside of this bag. And here are the chocks. They look great actually. The analysis is pretty good. These are oil-filled chocks. As you can see, this one came with a small problem with the O-ring. I hope it's not damaged. You can see that. I disassembling this one and in order to show you that they are dry, right? So you will have to add your own oil to them. Here comes an O-ring to seal the cap. Here comes a silicone O-ring too inside there, as you can see. And these springs, I would say, they are on the stiff side. They are not as soft as the one that come with the stock TRX4M. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to use these ones. Well, I think I'm gonna do it just to show you what is the performance if you decide to go with what you received. So besides that, I think they are great chocks, and let's proceed to add some oil to them. So here is a little quality escape. As you can see, this cap does not come with a silicone O-ring there, so I don't think it will seal the chock. So here is another quality escape. In this case, this one it does come with the silicone O-ring here, but it's missing the rubber O-ring that is supposed to be right here. This one right here, I don't know if you're able to see it, the one that is right there on the cap, it's not here. So it's not here. So two of four had a quality issue. So it's okay. Let's continue. Okay, they are done. As I mentioned, two of these four chocks, they had a quality escape. This one didn't come with the silicone O-ring that goes inside of this cap, and this one didn't come with the rubber O-ring that is supposed to be outside of the cap. This one right here. So this one doesn't come with any. So yeah. But still, let's install them, see how they perform once everything is ready. So now I will proceed to install the chocks, and here is an advice for you guys. Do not install the panels until you finish the whole building. That has to be the last step. The reason why is because, as you can see, I cannot access to the chock towers, neither here on the rear or here on the front. So I will have to remove this and then install the chocks. Okay, the chocks are installed. Actually, the chocks comes with these two different lengths of screws. These ones are for the upper part of the chocks, right? But they are crazy long. Take a look. So here, I don't have any troubles, but on the back, it will limit the space for my battery or the size of the battery I can use. So I decided to go for smaller screws that I had in my spare parts. The chocks are quite stiff. So, sorry, the springs. Actually, I almost convinced that I'm gonna remove these springs just to run it without them. Let's move forward to this. So this is a metal bar light with 16 LED lights that actually they have 8 different modes, which is great. I mean, you can change color with them, and also comes with an 8mm headlight. So I will proceed to install them since I already opened the hood. Okay, let's do it. Here's what you will receive in this set. Number one, the 8mm headlights with the light module. That pretty much this will be is what controls the lights, right? These are RGB LED lights, so we'll be able to change colors. Of course, we have the bar light with 16 LEDs there. We have some wires in order to use an additional RGB light, and also to plug the lights to pretty much plug the lights to the truck. And finally, the necessary hardware to install it. I have great expectations for this bar light. I think it will look pretty cool. Okay, let's proceed to install it. Okay, lights are done. It was a little bit tricky to install these ones. The bar light, actually, the screws that I used, they work perfectly. So there they are, and I already have everything here. I'm gonna proceed to install the ESC as well as the receiver. So I'm gonna use my GT5 for this particular build. So, and actually I decided to go for the 3-channel receiver. I think that would be enough. Okay guys, I already installed the ESC right here. Since this is so small, it's pretty easy to make it fit wherever you want. So now I already plugged my receiver, and now I just have to bind it with my GT5. And there you go. It's a solid lighter. Okay, we have steering. And we are alive. So let's see if the channel 3 works. Pretty cool. Okay, I think the electronics are done, so now I have to put everything together. Okay, this is the last stage, wheels and tires. I have to say these are 1.2 wheels and tires, and the wheels looks amazing. So let's open it and let's see what is inside. This is what you will find inside of the bag. 4 beautiful wheels, of course the tires, and the necessary hardware to put them together, and the necessary tools to put them together. So let's start with the wheels. The wheels are a 3-pieces set each, of course, and the inner ring or the wheel ring is made from brass. It's pretty heavy. I'm gonna leave the description what's the weight of each of these wheels. So then we have the tires with their foams. The foam is on the stiff side, I will say. So it is okay, but it is not the best. But what I'm really impressed is about the tires. Take a look on this. The tires are crazy sticky. So these are great for rock crawling. Take a look how long it takes to go back to the original shape. So these are great. I really like the thread or the pattern that they have. Really cool. These are directional tires. I already put one together and it was fairly easy. I really like it, and I really love the way it looks. This pattern is pretty aggressive, really nice, and they are huge. These 1.2 wheels, I'm really impressed. This looks great. Really badass wheels and tires. So I'm gonna put the rest of them together and I'm gonna install them on the truck, and see you in a sec.
And it's finished. I really love the way it looks. This is a pretty badass truck. I really like it.
So let's start and let's see what this baby can do. I really like the Furitek systems. They are great. The modulation is amazing. Wow, no problem there. Wow, the servo is impressive. I really like it. And the Furitek system, I'm telling you. Look at that modulation. Look at the drag brake. Right now, I release the trigger and it's there planted like nothing. Almost there. There you go. We got it. Amazing. Okay, next test. We'll pass through here, right? As you can see here is a very stiff wall, so this will try, once the rear tires touch this wall, they will try to flip the truck. So, but because of the ground clearance, I hope that the front tires actually are able to touch here, and the weight of these axles actually will help for that. Will touch this point, and they will pull the truck in order to avoid that flip that I mentioned. Okay, let's do it. Wow, that's impressive. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm gonna move my camera here just to you to see where the truck is. Take a look on that. That truck is great, man. I'm really pleased with it. Wow, that is great. So here it is once again. We will try to we will test actually the ground clearance of this truck. So here I will pass through here, and here is a hole, right? So once the front tires hit this hole, the truck will do this. It will hit the skid plate will hit this, and I will lose traction because the tires will be in the air. If I have enough ground clearance, actually the front tires will be hit this point, and I'll be able to continue my path. And then I will go here and I will hit this point, right, and to test the approach angle, and then I will climb in this way. We'll see if this is able to do it. There you go. There you go. You see how it was able. I'm gonna press reverse a little bit. Look, the skid plate is barely touching this point, but since the ground clearance is so high, I was able. You can see that here the tire was able to touch the rock, and without any trouble, I can continue my path. So second challenge here is when the rear tires actually jump to that hole. We will see if the drag brake actually helps us in this with that situation. Wow, look at that modulation. It's so slow. That's impressive. This is a beauty of truck. So what I'm trying to do is hit with the front wheels this point right here to give some support to the truck and avoid to... almost. Okay, one last time. I don't think I'll be able to comply what I want. Let's see. Last time. That one without any problem. This one is the hard one. There you go. There you go. There you go. This truck is a beauty. I have to reverse a little bit here. Okay, tires. The tires are amazing too. Really sticky. I need to position the truck. There you go. And I think I will be able to make it now. Once again. Wow. That is great. So here I'm in trouble. You can see I don't have enough ground clearance for this, but this is crazy bad. I mean, even for a 1/10 scale will be impossible. But this truck is just great. So last challenge, I will try to drive through this rock. Then there is a huge gap between those two rocks, and then I'll be up here, then going down, and once again I have a big gap here, and this is pretty steep. I will try to climb up to here. So I have to move the camera in order for you to see this. So then, if I'm able to climb this, I will come in this way, and I will try to climb this one, and to finish here. Okay, let's try to do it. Those obstacles are nothing for the truck. So here is the first big trouble. There is a huge gap, so we will see if it is able to handle without any issue, I think. Wow! Oh! There you go. No issues there. So here we are testing the ground clearance. As you can see, if you don't have enough ground clearance, the skid plate will hit this point. We will see if that happens with this one. Ooh, pretty hard. Ooh, I think I got it. Wow, this truck is pretty impressive. There you go. There you go. Wow. I'm in trouble. And I fail. I don't think I will be able to make it. Let's try one last time. I'm gonna help it a little bit. And battery is dead. So that will be it for today, guys. So here are my final thoughts. Let's start with the cage. The cage of the RIPPER is such an amazing thing to buy. It's a great upgrade if you like to build cars. Everything fits perfectly. I really love how it blends with all the TRX4M upgrades. It's just amazing. I mean, great performer because it's super light. So I highly recommend this. So now then I will jump to the portal axles. The portal axles are great too. I mean, I really love the ground clearance that you get from them. It's impressive. You saw it on the rocks. I mean, you don't get stuck anywhere. Really nice. I mean, all the brass, all the weight that they put on them, is just perfect for rock crawling. I mean, this is a really good upgrade. It's not the cheapest one, but really good. Then I will jump to the links. The links, they do what they're supposed to. I mean, these are high clearance links, so really good on the rocks. I really enjoy them. The drive shafts, these ones for me are nice, but I have a problem with one of the screws. Actually, it's stripped pretty easily, the thread on the shaft, sorry. So maybe I was the unlucky one, but that's something I wanted to mention. Then I will jump to the skid plate and transmission. I really like it. I really like them. I mean, they are nice. That was a reduced transmission, and I really love how smooth the performance was. Something that I was quite impressed was the servo. The servo is pretty good. It's really strong, it's extremely fast. So this is a great upgrade. I highly recommend it. So go for this one. This is amazing. Then, of course, the Furitek system. That was impressive. It was so smooth, so nice. I mean, really cool. This is the micro Komodo with the Furitek Lizard Pro. And that system is meant to be used with this setting. I mean, the power that it delivers is great for the weight that this truck has on the axles. It's just impressive. I was super happy with the performance on the rocks. You saw it is extremely smooth. The drag brake was impressive. So really, that's a great and an amazing upgrade to do. Then I will jump to the wheels and tires. These ones are also a great surprise. The performance of these tires is great. They are really sticky. They grab to the rocks pretty well. I really like them. This is another upgrade that I highly recommend from Meus Racing. Really good tires, and the wheels are just great. I mean, they are super handsome wheels. Then the bar lights. The bar light is pretty cool. I really like that you can change the color of it, as well as the headlights. But I had a small quality issue with the headlights. As you can see, I lost one of the lenses. First, I found it and I just put it back there, and all of a sudden it just jumped and it's gone. So pretty sad, because these lights are also pretty cool. I also recommend these ones. But put some, I would say, super glue or crazy glue or something on this headlight, on these lenses, because you can lose them. Then what else, guys? What I didn't like are these chocks, at least the springs. Of course, you saw that I had some quality escapes, and I didn't. Two of these chocks didn't come with the O-rings that they're supposed to. But besides that, these springs are too stiff. So I think I'm gonna remove them, because you have all these upgrades and they are so good, but these springs compromise everything. I mean, so if you decide to go with this, just get rid of the springs and just run the truck without them. Finally, what I'm missing, let me see. I already mentioned the servo, links, skid plate and transmission, the motor and ESC, wheels and tires. I think pretty much that was it. I mean, I'm extremely happy with this building. As I said, pretty cool. Meus Racing they did a great job with all these upgrades. I highly recommend them. The other thing I have to mention is, if you saw early in the video, the hood was not it was not well aligned with this grill. So the reason why is because you have to pay attention how you install this frame right here. I installed it in the wrong position, so I just flip it, and then there you go, it's perfect. So guys, this is what I have for you today. My name is Santiago Salinas. This is the Stuff RC. Please subscribe. I'm gonna leave the links down below where you can find all these upgrades. Please click them, because I will receive a tiny commission when you purchase using those links, and that will help this channel to continue showing you this kind of review. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.